So I was sitting here thinking, one video that I haven't done with all the videos that I do is just explaining all of my services, all of what Katalyst Safety Defense has to offer. So I'm going to take some time for this video just to go down each service that I offer and explain a little bit about the service. So I do drug testing, and what I do it for businesses as well as individuals. So for businesses, if you're interested in knowing who's working for you, it can save a lot of time for days off. It can save you some headache for production. Just knowing exactly who's working in your facility and knowing if they're using. I understand that a lot of people are moving away from marijuana, and yes, that may not be one of the biggest concerns these days. However, you'd be surprised. Studies show that about 85% of our society is on some sort of narcotic. So it's just up to you to decide what's best for your business or not. I also do some in-home drug testing kits for parents that are concerned with their child, with the young people in their home. Um, it's not an I gotcha moment. It is definitely something to benefit, help, and move forward in the right direction in the cases of your child on some sort of narcotic. So it comes with a drug kit, a nicotine kit, alcohol test. It also comes with the most common illicit narcotics pamphlets, just so you can get some information. It comes with a contract that you can do with between you and your child before they actually take the drug test. And it's simply to say, if you are on some sort of narcotic, this is how we're going to go about correcting it. And if you aren't, great, we're going to go forward on this same path. Now, just in case that your child does have a drug problem or has been using, it comes with a disc that is full of counselors, rehab centers, just resources to help you in that situation that your child is using some sort of narcotic. Also, if you're just concerned about a drug test coming up, maybe you have one for a new job, I can also offer a pre-test. So you can come to me, you can see exactly what's going on, and then go to whatever location that the job wants you to go to and know your drug test is going to come back correctly. So drug testing is one of the services that Katalyst Safety Defense Services offers. Next, we do background checks. We do a few different type of background checks. I do not at the moment do fingerprint, and I know a lot of places need fingerprint for your background checks. So unfortunately, at the moment, definitely in the future, I will offer it, but at the moment, I don't offer the fingerprint background checks. However, the background checks that I do run are the criminal background checks. They check every city, state, federal, and some international databases. Also includes the sex offender registry. So we do run those background checks. And in that, we run a lot of different background checks. So it's not just criminal. Now, FYI, if you're interested in background check somebody you're interested in, one thing that you have to know is they have to be aware. They have to sign a disclosure form. I get asked all the time, I got some people for you to background check. And you don't want them to know that they're being background checked. But we have to have that information. We have to have their agreements on being having a background check run. So we also do tenant background checks. So if you have property that you're looking to rent, we can run their tenant history to see if they've been evicted, to see if they've made payments on time, those type of things, just so you can be comfortable with who you're putting in your property. We run credit history checks. Maybe you're being hired for a job. Maybe you just want to know where you're at on your credit. We do run credit history background checks. We also run educational background checks. So if you want to know if the person whose resume is in front of you is true, we'll run that educational background check for you as well. And then we offer the driver's license background checks for your driving record. So if you have a fleet of trucks, if you have something where you know your employees are going to have to drive, then for sure, again, if you want a pre-employment driving license test. If you're going to be driving for someone and just not sure what's on your record, we can do that as well. So those are just some of the background checks that we run. Feel free to go to KatalystSafetyDefenseServices.com and you'll be able to see a full list of all the background services that we run. So next, we offer first aid, CPR, and AED training. Now, this is through the Red Cross. I'm a Red Cross instructor. It'll be good for 2 years if you take one of my courses and pass. It's definitely inclusive of infant, child, and adult. And if you want to break it down, we can do that. If you only want adult, that's fine. But I always suggest to encompass all of them because you never know who you're going to need to help in an emergency situation. We offer 2 types of classes. We can do the full class where we come in and walk through everything. We discuss it. You lecture, videos. All of that takes place in class. That's a little bit longer of a day. Or we can offer the blended learning course where you can do half online before you get to the class. And then when you go to class, you're pretty much just working out the skills portion. So you're doing the compressions and you're showing exactly what you've learned on the video along with my instruction. With any of the classes, you can add on bloodborne pathogens as well as the EpiPen, which is good. You never know if you're out with someone who may have a allergic reaction. They know they have allergic reaction, so they carry an EpiPen. Doesn't have to be a child. This could be a friend. You can be out at dinner. Whatever the case may be, they may need help with the EpiPen. This can be added on to the class if you see fit.